The prisoner noticed something strange. He saw that whenever an old prisoner in front of him ate pasta, he would quietly drop one piece of pasta on the ground. And when the prisoner looked down, he realized that the old man was feeding a mouse. In fact, the old man had been sentenced to life in prison and was planning to escape with the help of the mouse. And when Morris saw this, he also got an idea. One day during lunch, while the guards were busy with something else, Morris quietly bent over and slightly bent his spoon, then told the officer the spoon has become bent. I can't eat with it. And with this excuse, Morris got 2 spoons instead of 1 and secretly hid one of them. At night, he lit a fire in his cell and made a sharp tool from the spoon. And when the tool was ready, he began to dig a hole in the wall. But at that moment, a guard was approaching the cell and Morris didn't know it. His friend signaled to him, so Morris quickly hid the dug-up dirt behind a box, left the tool there, and calmly lay down on his bed. Luckily, the guard didn't see the tool and suspected nothing. The next day, while digging, Morris discovered a thick iron mesh behind the wall, which worried him a little because now he needed a stronger tool. The following day, he hid a piece of iron with him, but that day, all the prisoners were being searched. When leaving, and when Morris passed through the metal detector, it beeped. The guard stopped him and Morris handed the piece to the officer without hiding anything, as the real piece was hidden inside his shoe. With the help of a strong metal blade, he was able to cut the mesh, and after that, Morris made a dummy resembling himself using wet newspapers and old clothes, painted it with colors similar to human skin, pulled out some of his own hair, and glued it to the dummy's head to make it look realistic. He then placed the fake dummy on his bed and tried to escape through the tunnel, but the real problems were about to begin. When a prison officer came to inspect the cells, Morris's friend kept calling out to him, but he was busy climbing the prison roof when the officer looked inside the cell. He thought the prisoner was sleeping, but his baton fell from his hand and made a loud noise. And when the prisoner didn't move despite the loud sound, the officer became suspicious and tried to look inside the cell by reaching his hand in. But by that time, Morris had already returned to his bed because he wanted to help his friends escape as well. The next day, the warden began to suspect something and searched Morris's cell carefully, but Morris had already painted the tunnel walls with care. At lunchtime, Morris told his friends, "We have to get out of here tonight." And that night, the 3 prisoners reached the prison roof through the chimney, moving very cautiously and avoiding the searchlights. Then they jumped over the high wires and left the prison. After that, they inflated the life jackets they had prepared beforehand and managed to escape across the sea. The next morning, when news of the prisoners' escape spread, a search was conducted everywhere, but no trace of them was ever found.